The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What's this machine?
Hmm? Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yes, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Oh, I see. And how do I pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
Somewhere out there. Okay, what the dick is that thing? Is that smokes?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
Say nothing, just take it in.
The beauty, the truth, the poetry of it all.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Wow. Do you sell any under-the-counter vices?
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
She's so boring. Why is she so boring? What's happening here?
Bastards! We have a right to work!
The man yells towards the harbor gates. His voice is the loudest of the lot, and all this screechy for a man his size. What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
The broad-shouldered alpha male turns to you. He's a full head taller than everybody else here.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
Why should I?
We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here.
Right to work! Right to work!
Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers
Are you
together.
sure about that?
Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
I don't think I've chosen any sides yet.
Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand them.
Right to work! Right to work!
Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here.
Shame on you!
We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
Points at the man sitting on the railing.
So do we, Scott.
Oh. What are all these strike-back
Honest
workers?
men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were
Given a job to do!
I want to get into the harbor too.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
I'm interviewing people about the murder that took place here behind the hostel cafeteria
I know
there.
nothing about a murder.
The snappy enters. Absolutely nothing.
Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive.
Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing.
You should bring backup. Open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
I don't know.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity.
Let us work!
I'm just going to leave now.
Scab?
Ask a man with jolly eyes tilting instead.
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though. Maybe it's got something to do with the flask he reaches for from time to time. What did he just call you? A... Oh no, not this again. You just got away from that fucking kid.
Oh my god. I love Half-Life. It's so dumb. I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab.
Wait a minute. Is that true?
Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the wild north? Come to see the strife?
Hey, you're the man in the boots at the gates. Kuno said you know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me, pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
The probe into the armor, what did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
But I like you so far, mañana. Mañana? Yeah. I would talk to you.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library.
Friends in
I
book
didn't
places.
get into the material science, just how it comes off.
Oh, that's important.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to remove. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
Oh, the 4 pieces, helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm ambitious. I'm going to fight all of it. All the pieces.
All of it? There are junior officers out there, eager to prove themselves. I would leave some for them, but okay. Let's find all of it.
It's implied he finds it unlikely that you will succeed.
I'll
with
fucking
this.
show you, Kim.
A Mesquite's epic then, all across Martinez. I hope it will be a real bonanza for you.
So Kuno used us to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
I'm looking for assistance with a dead body situation.
Body still hanging in the tree? Hey, that's a rough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. I'm not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else from the Union can render assistance.
And does this mean you can let me through the gate?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's all so simple, why don't the strikebreakers just go up the stairs?
That's simple. I just walk in.
Right. Walk right past Measurehead and go in.
Past Measurehead.
Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him,
Right.
then press the button to unlock the door,
Uh-huh.
then go past him again,
Okay.
and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
So you're saying it's actually quite difficult.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best Measurehead in a physical confrontation, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible.
Has any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview?
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Oh, got it. Another thing?
Sure.
I've come to Martinez investigating a
Oh, yeah.
murder.
That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
I mean, I would do that, but not in a cop capacity. That's... Whisper, I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. Don't tell me. It's a better day that way.
What's the strike about anyway?
You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad to tell you. You'll have to ask him first.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Nice talk. I'm gonna get moving. Well, let's try our luck here. Well, what's this about? In case of a strike, press button behind guard. A hermetically sealed door locked by electronic means. There's no lockpicking or door kicking this one. Measurehead makes all the men quiver. Oh, he's got groupies.
Your body betrays your degeneracy.
Supremacist, alright.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
My body is unimportant. I'm with the police and need to get into the harbor.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to oldschool.
His face contorts in disgust, as if he were smelling a dead rat.
You reek of it. An invisible sword of oldschool emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick.
You're right, I'm an alcoholic and I need that body to no longer be in the tree.
No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the ham sandwich race is waning.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
That fat racist over there. You're just him after pumping some iron.
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race.
Oh, you dumb shit.
You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft. You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Quakers. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture.
Oh, buddy.
You will be superseded. Isn't that right, babe?
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
Oh, I love that he's in the background.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
Ooh, it is your people who put that dead body up there. Your people should help me get it down.
Enough with this begging. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war.
Oh my goodness, this guy. He has nothing in his head.
Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you. The walls will be lined with Al-Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
Hey Babs, I'm talking to a racist. A fucking supremacist. And I talked to a racist just before. This place is full of racists.
This is your chance. He's talking. Rip into him with a punch and catch him off guard.
The thing about Half-Light is that I know I should never listen to it, but I always want to listen to it.
No, there's a peaceful solution. You could internalize Measurehead's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
Oh god, I like the punching idea more.
Do it now.
Know anything about this mug?
He does not so much as glance at the object.
This your kind of thing?
Stop showing me your pathetic cup. I have no interest in it.
It's a racist cup, by the way.
He had nothing to do with it. Does he strike you as the kind of man who puts monks into trash?
This is the guard yesterday. No, Babs. He wishes. Like, this guy is built. That guard yesterday looked like a child. No, not to, body shame anyone, but I do find that out of security guards are like so poorly built that kindergartners could just smack them. You serve the Union, don't you? Aren't they white?
Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race enigma runs much deeper than that.
Yeah, but you still serve them. How does that factor into your life?
Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront polycultural capital, something your race, naivistic communists, never did. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline. Your petulant individualism has only contributed to your race failure. It is lax and moronic.
Communism is pretty cool.
Idiotic communism is the single greatest contributor to your race descent. Everywhere around you, the fruits of its failure to challenge the world order. Individualism, rock and roll music, sexually transmitted diseases.
How did they write so well this accurate? Like, this seems like talking to one of those Twitter right-wingers.
Above all, rampant multinational finance still reigning large.
Yeah, communism equals
Tell me where
multinational
you
finance.
your love
You
of
got it, bro.
pathetic communism from? Degenerate youth culture? Rock and roll music?
Youth culture does not affect my thinking.
Of course it does. You are a degenerate individualist and a rock and roll rebel. Pawn of international finance, just like the rest of your ham-colored race.
I love the writing in this game so fucking much.
I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has happened to many of the side products of the inevitable cultural victory of the Seminese race.
Inevitable. Wonderful. I need to enter the harbor now, or you could take the body down yourself, maybe?
What you need is to come to terms with extinction and never getting that dead body down from the tree.
Kim, what do you think about
I
this?
think this racist is better than the last. But the next racist will be a good one.
Okay, Kim, you gained some points back again.
That will be the...
That will be our lucky
He
racist.
will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits, a protruding occiput, and an indented zygomatic bone.
Oh my god.
The lieutenant does not flinch.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render him a complete invalid. He still has the use of his mind.
What are those tattoos of yours supposed to mean?
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Gestures towards the lorryman down the street.
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenologic grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
But buddy, you look like shit.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
Are you sure? I mean, that jaw is clearly an atavistic stigmata.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Oh god.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
Can we go back to this? Your earlobes are too big.
The size of the earlobes is not a real craniometric criteria. Everyone knows this.
Your earlobes are...
Yes.
You sure I'm not craniometrically superior to you?
You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple in your jaw makes you look like a baby. This is not craniometry, just an observation.
What else?
It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Hul. From what remain of your features, I can see fleshy lips, baldness of the head, and long arms relative to lower limbs.
What the fuck? Does he see me through my webcam?
This leads me to conclude you are not a police.
Aw, thank you.
You are a common criminal.
Ah, that's so nice.
Offspring of murderers and sailors from Sur-la-Clé and Vesper. And possibly even the degenerate sheep herders of Ubi.
Interesting, so one of my ancestors was a Sula chef and the other Vesper?
Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Hul. That is the only reason you are here.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both drunk. It's too scary when people are sober.
42%, and we're really unlucky with like our rolls. Should I try? Should I try to knock him the fuck out? Because I hate him and I want to knock him out. I'm gonna try. Much better than fucking subscribing to his advanced race theory.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Fuck you.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
No, I won't fucking say anything.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still, you press the words out of your swollen mouth.
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
We still need to get into the harbor. We need help with the tree situation. There must be another way.